Hey guys, I'm just going to be real with you. I don't know what I'm doing. Not a clue. Not a clue. I know that I like to shuffle these tarot cards. I like to ask questions to the universe. I like to feel like I'm not alone. Do I know if this is my life path? No. But I do believe that I am awakening. I am beginning something. I am learning something new or something old, depending on what you believe in. I'm not sure where I'm headed. I'm not sure how this story plays out. I can't read minds. I can tell if you're lying to me. Intimacy. I think part of this journey is about me becoming more intimate with myself. And even though intimacy is a beautiful word, meaning closeness, meaning compassion, togetherness, I think it's about me finding myself. Now, whether I'm going to become this most amazing tarot reader ever, or whether I'm going to become the most famous artist in the world, or maybe I'm going to learn to sing. Maybe I'm going to learn to dance. I do love dancing. I got a message from my friend in Wales, and he's getting ready to start a YouTube channel himself. And I really want to encourage him. So I'll be taking a cue from another friend of mine, Juan from Unity Soul Tarot, where my friend Juan, actually puts everybody he is close to and believes in, their links in the description. And I'm going to do that because I think that is the best, most fantastic way to acknowledge your friends and to build them up. And I firmly believe that the more we build people up, the better it's going to be for the whole entire world. So, back to my friend who's just starting the YouTube channel. He sent me a message this morning that he speaks to angels, and he was actually able to connect with my mother and give me some wisdom and insight on that, which is wonderful and beautiful. A great thing for me. And her big message was to build bridges. And I'm like, okay, let's, like normal people, normal persons. I'm sitting here thinking, well, how do I build bridges? How, and, maybe it's in the cards. Maybe it's, maybe that's just how I do it, by reading tarot. Maybe it is how, maybe it is how I do it by being a face painter, doing my henna, making my jewelry. Truth card just fell out. I like to shuffle these cards because it keeps me calm, it keeps me focused, keeps me understanding. And I can just ramble on. I happen to realize that a new path has opened up to me, and I'm making friends who kind of actually understand some of the things that I've done when I was younger and understood while I was younger, things that my family and I don't really, I guess we never really talked about it or even acknowledged it. So it was kind of like, it was not a table topic, if you will. So, when I started playing around with the tarot cards, which were a no-no in my household, I had a lot of fear. And I was like, okay, well, I got to face this fact that, maybe it is something bad. Maybe it is something, maybe there are something that, that I shouldn't be, messing with. But I kept getting these experiences, or this feeling that I was protected, that I had the blessings of my family and my ancestors. So little by little, I started acknowledging that they are cards, or starting to logically set them out. That, you know, we go to school and we have flashcards that we use. We actually created flashcards in school. We use playing cards to play games, and they've got cards and suits on them and everything like that. In my culture, we always look to nature, and every time we seen a bird, we knew that we had a family friend, or our ancestors, or spirit itself was saying hello. You know, we have the almanac. We have the Farmer's Almanac, which basically schedules out the moon and the cycles, and how the earth is healing when we plant our corn, when we plant our beans, when we plant what's, and what time we're supposed to burn the fields to cleanse the earth. Okay, and that's in the Farmer's Almanac. So I really got to thinking about things. And then we have these fairy tales that came from sickness in our history. You know, I can't think of any. Posy, pocket full of posies, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. You know, I can remember singing that in middle school, or yeah, I mean, remember it, we were all holding hands and we'd go around the song and we'd singing it, and then I found out that it was about the oh man, I can't even think about it right now, but it's some kind of plague that actually killed lots and lots and lots of kids, you know. And then bubonic plague. And I start realizing that, you know, we have used divination our entire lives. You know, we come across a conflict, and I grew up Christian, so, you know, we come up on a conflict, and we'd go to the Bible, we'd read the verse that explained all of it too. That's divination. That's taking words or wisdoms from something that we already know, and then being able to apply it. I was so afraid of coming out to my family, you know, that I have these inclinations, I have dreams, and I know what the dreams mean. Or, you know, I know, maybe I don't know what the dreams mean, but I know that they're messages. And we had that in my family too. And I'm like, my mom used to always say, every time we'd see 444, that those are angel numbers. That's divination too. You know, believing in angels, believing in aliens, believing in spirit, God, creator, elves, you know, little house fairies, house witches. You know, I grew up loving witches. And, you know, Samantha Stevens, or Miss Switch. Yeah, I just aged myself. Mrs. Frizzle, you know, Halloween Town. You know, I'm fascinated with all of that kind of thing. Wasn't really scared of it. And yeah, there were some bad aspects of it, but good always won out. As long as everybody was, you know, being fair to one another. I think the most evil thing I have ever seen, ever seen, is the hypocrisy of man. That's the only evil I've ever experienced, was the hypocrisy of mankind. When one man puts himself above another, and spouts that we're all equal. That's the only evil I've ever experienced.